I guess it's good that the desktop audio is not working correctly. Anyway, welcome. It's been a while. Went to two rockin' badass music festivals, Rebel Fest and Blood Fest. They're pretty awesome. But no, had a lot of fun. Been away for a while, but it's all right. I don't have a full, or I guess not a traditional episode. I'm gonna try out some other stuff, and I guess it's good the desktop audio is not working correctly because we're gonna be talking shit about Redditors today. Just kind of browsing through, making fun of people. I figure we get started with Am I the Asshole? Probably. Yeah, I haven't been on Reddit in years. The last time I was on Reddit was I just picked my nose on stream. That's cool. Last time I was on Reddit was when there used to be an app called Reddit is Fun, and I downloaded it back when I was like 12 to look at rage comics, and then it just kind of became a thing, and then I became the cringe Redditor fuckface stereotype, and then I started to hate Reddit, and then Reddit did this thing where you're not allowed to use third-party apps anymore, and the regular apps sucked ass, and I was starting to hate Reddit anyway, and they got rid of it, of the app I used, because it was better, and I haven't been on here since, and it's improved my life quite a great deal. So I figured I'd come back and talk shit about people, because that's always fun. Let's see here. So we're going to check out Am I the... We'll go to some other places, but we're going to start with Am I the Asshole? The first one, am I the asshole for bringing a meat-based product to my vegan friend's dinner? I, 22, female, was invited to a group dinner hosted by my friend Hannah, 23, female, who's vegan. In the message, she said, it would be awesome if you all could bring plant-based dishes so everyone can try everything. I didn't think it was a rule. I saw it more like a suggestion. I'm from Chile, and my friends love our food, so I decided to bring empanadas de pino, which is non-vegan shit, and sopaipillas con pebre, which are vegan. I made sure to put a visible tag that showed the vegan and non-vegan food. She didn't try none of the dishes I brought. At the dinner, Hannah looked really upset and later texted me that I was really disrespectful for bringing animal products into her home. I apologize, but I also didn't think it was that big of a deal since I didn't force her to do it, or force her to it, and I brought a food that she could also eat. Also, mind you, we've already eaten non-vegan food there plenty times, so I would have never guessed it would be such a problem. Am I the asshole? I guess an edit at the bottom. Guys, it was not a small dinner with friends. We were 27 people there, and there were over 20 different dishes to choose from, most of them being vegan. I mean, you know your friend's vegan and you brought some shit that wasn't vegan, which I kind of respect you for, but that's also not... I mean, you should have fucking known. It should have been pretty obvious. That's not what she wanted. Get you some new friends that aren't pussy-ass communists. So you're an asshole, but you're not a complete asshole. Find you some meat eaters. Am I the asshole for giving my sister permission to breastfeed openly in my house without first consulting my husband? Holy shit, that's long. Okay. Due to an unforeseen issue with their new house, my sister, 27F, and her partner, 32M, and their newborn son are staying with my family, 36F, 39M, 13M, 8F, for 5 weeks. We are currently on week 2. Originally, their plan was to stay at their old apartment for increased rent, but my husband and I offered our basement guest room, it's more like a suite, to them so they aren't spending extra money. Around the second day that my sister's family is staying with us, I noticed that she would leave the room every time that she had to feed my nephew. I told her that it wasn't a problem if she breastfed in common areas of the house so long as she felt comfortable. While nervous at first, she got more comfortable around the house. Keep in mind that she was being more modest than I was when I breastfed my children. And she only did it when it was, for example, us and my daughter in the room, or her partner and I. But even when my son walked in one time, he didn't notice because she was being so discreet. To be honest, he cares more about getting to hold the baby than anything my sister does. One day, when my husband came home from work, he saw her feeding the baby and left the room and sent me a text message saying that we needed to talk. Let's see. He then asked me to either tell my sister not to breastfeed in the open like she was doing, or to ask her to cover up if she did, because he thought it was inappropriate and creepy to do in front of extended family, particularly our son. I told him that if there were any problems, I would talk to our son. If anything, this is a good opportunity to teach him about being respectful, something he was clearly having a hard time doing. Your man wants to fuck her. I'm not even going to read the rest of it. Wait, what was that say? When I asked him what he meant by that, he said she is a hot 20-something with her boobs out. He is a teenage boy. Yeah, he wants to fuck your sister. And he doesn't like that her tits out. So I wouldn't say you're an asshole, I just think your husband wants to fuck your sister. That should be pretty obvious, right? Am I the asshole for not letting my niece near my daughter's cake? Okay, so my 26F husband's 30M family is really the only family we have. We celebrate holidays, birthdays with only them. My niece, almost 3, is daughter to his sister. She was the first grandchild until my daughter came along. 1. Okay. Last week was my daughter's birthday and I refused to let my niece near her cake. Background. My niece is the center of attention for every event. Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, Easter. She makes everyone sing happy birthday to her whenever it's time for dessert. Even for other people's birthdays, she has to sit in their lap and have happy birthday sung to her with her name in place, whoever's birthday it is, and she needs to blow out the candle at their cake. No, this is just spineless parents that are too pussy to tell their kid to shut the fuck up and be quiet, which is a good lesson for everybody to learn sometimes. So no. See, some of these you don't even have to read the whole thing. You can just tell right away. No. Like, do you need? It's not. I mean, it's not the little girl's fault. It's just because the parents of your niece are spineless cuck faces. Am I the asshole for not letting my partner come to my friend's birthday dinner because his daughter is visiting? I, 39F, was invited to my good friend's birthday dinner for her husband and other friends on Saturday night. I invited my partner, 56M, who has 2 children from another marriage, to come, but only if his daughter, 12, was not in town. She would come in Saturday morning, he would work all Saturday day, leaving her home alone all day, and if he went to dinner, she would be home alone for the evening as well. She has confided in me that she hates visiting, and I just don't think she should have to come if he is going to leave her all day and night. What is the point? So I basically made the decision for him. He did not like this and acted like I was being unreasonable. He then attempted to argue that she should be invited. My friends do not have children, and I do not think it's appropriate. No, you're not an asshole. I think, well, if she hates visiting anyway, then why the fuck's she even over here? I guess it's a court-ordered thing. But, yeah, because, I mean, if the people don't want children at their party, then they shouldn't have to have children at their party. These people that, like, try to force their children onto people are dicks. They're like, no, we have to bring our kids with us. It's like, okay, well, then don't fucking come. Simple as that. Am I the asshole for not punishing my son for making fun of his sister for wetting her pants. What? My husband, 40M, and I, 38F, have two amazing kids, 10M and 7F. Our son's birthday was a couple days ago, and the gift he was most excited to receive was the video game Dying Light. He heard about it from a friend and was really excited to try it out. It's a pretty good game, I like it. It's a video game about zombies, and he loves anything zombie related. I was really into zombies around his age. Today he was playing the game in our living room and his sister came downstairs, and unfortunately she walked in during a pretty scary part. This part of the video game scared her so bad that she peed her pants. When her brother saw that she peed her pants, he started laughing at her and said, "Haha, you peed yourself, you're a big baby." I went in and asked what was the matter and saw that my daughter had wet herself. I asked her what happened, and she said that there were scary monsters in the video game her brother was playing, and they were so scary, and she started to cry. I then comforted her and took her upstairs to calm her down. Later, my husband came home for running an errand and asked what our daughter was so upset about. I explained what happened to him, and he asked what punishment I gave our son. I told him I didn't punish him. This made my husband very upset. He asked why I thought it was okay for our son to bully his sister. I said I didn't think it was a big deal, but he insisted otherwise. My husband has been very upset with me since and claims that I should have punished our son right then, but now since... I mean, what kind of punishment? I mean, this seems like a very small thing that you don't have to go to Reddit to, like, explain. Yeah, I mean, you can... What are you supposed to do? Like, bust his ass? Like, just... You know, yeah, if the older one's like, haha, you pissed yourself, just be like, hey, don't fucking talk to your sister like that. And then that's it. Like, what other punishment do you think needs to be done here? What do the comments say? You're the asshole, you just ignored him for laughing at her, didn't even talk. I mean, yeah, that's my... I mean, I guess you're kind of an asshole, but, like... Yeah, I mean... I wouldn't say reprimand him, but yeah, all you'd have to say is like, hey, don't fucking talk to your sister like that. You little shit. Let's see here. Am I the asshole for opting out of laundry and leaving my clothes in piles since he won't help unless it's his clothes? More relationship drama. I, 27, am 4 months pregnant and just moved in with my boyfriend Peter. This baby was unexpected, but we're excited. Things have been better lately, though we had a big fight while moving in because I didn't unpack fast enough to keep the floor clean. He hates having stuff on the floor. We talked it out and we'll help each other around the house. One thing we agreed on doing was doing laundry together. Sorting lights, darks, colors. I've been handling some cleaning, cooking dinner, and doing dishes. The other day, Peter started a load of laundry. I got home from work, finished it, and put the clean clothes on the couch. I was exhausted, so I asked if he could start folding while I finished cleaning, and I joined him after. He said no because he doesn't want to fold my clothes. I didn't get it and kept pressing him, which led to a fight. Turns out he just has a thing about folding other people's clothes. Like he has a thing about clothes on the floor. I've been trying to stay on top of laundry for him, but I personally don't mind clothes on the floor, clean or dirty. Eventually I was too tired to argue and just went to sleep. When I got home the next day, I expected the laundry to still be on the couch. Instead, he had folded his clothes and put them away and put my clothes into bins in our room. I thought that was mean, but he didn't really get why I was upset. We talked again. We're at an impasse. He won't fold my clothes and insists I fold my own. But I told him if I have to fold everything myself, I won't be keeping up with his standard of cleanliness if he won't compromise or help. So now, I've told him I'm not doing team laundry. I'll keep my clean, dirty clothes in piles on the floor like I used to. He says that's unacceptable and wants to be able to run laundry when he wants, but I'm done. I know it's immature to leave a mess on purpose, but I'm frustrated. We were supposed to be a team. I even asked if this was a cultural thing. We're from different countries, but he said no, it's just his personal quirk. He says it's okay because he'll fold the baby's clothes, but I'm doing the cooking, cleaning, and shopping, and I'm exhausted. I can't help but wonder if I'm too pregnant to bend over soon, or my clothes just going to end up in bins in the room every time. I think you're both kind of... I don't know. I think you're both kind of assholes. Because I don't think you're telling the full truth either. Like, by that, how can I explain this? How can I explain this? Okay. I think that you being passive aggressive about it isn't helping jack shit. All that's gonna do is piss him off. Obviously, he needs to get the dick out of his ass and not be so stuck up about it. There's also the possibility that, well, no, I'm not getting this from that, but sometimes people just fold their own clothes because other people don't like how their clothes are folded. And I don't know if that might also have something to do with it. I don't know. That was not that interesting. Am I the asshole took my license plate off of my car? So long story short, I sold my car to a friend of mine after I got a new one for a very low price. It was an old beat up car, so I just wanted to do them a favor. I told them to type up what was needed to transfer the title and we could go to the courthouse or whatever, just figure it out, right? Wrong. Months go by, and I'm continuously reminding them not to drive the car until the title is transferred because it's still in my name, and at this point, and if something happens, it's on me, right? Wrong. I get ignored and more time passes. My parents get a letter in the mail saying that I have at least 6 parking tickets on that car. If they aren't paid, I'm getting a warrant. Tickets that have been sitting for months. He paid the tickets. I tell him to stop driving my car for the love of God until he gets it figured out and tells me when and where to go. Crickets. I took the license plate off my car and I told him to get it figured out or I would sell it again. He then said he would take me to small claims court. Then a week later told me he no longer wanted the car and that I can come pick it up. Can someone tell me what's going on here? Am I the asshole? You don't... That person's not your friend. Your friend's a cocksucker. He uses you. How'd you meet him? How old are you? Is this a friend you met in high school that you were just mutually friends because you guys smoked weed together? Sounds like that kind of friend. Yeah, I agree with this person. Not the asshole, but next time file a release of liability with the DMV. Yeah. I said DMV. DMV. Department of Motor Vehicles. Let's find one more interesting. Let's see here. What if we sort it by new? Am I the asshole? I puked in a lift. Kind of gross descriptions used. This is a couple days ago. I got a lift home from a friend's house. As soon as I got in, I explained to them that I'm pregnant and I get a little sensitive to aggressive driving, hard braking, rapid acceleration, etc. She said it was fine, and we started to head to my destination. Around 15 minutes into the ride, she started doing everything I mentioned, and I asked her to please be a little gentler, and I apologized because I know it's a bit inconvenient. She didn't give a response and continued. I got nauseous and asked her to pull over because I thought I was going to puke. She looked at me and said, "Are you okay?" To which I replied, "I don't think so, please pull over." After maybe 2 minutes, she was still driving, and I was desperately holding my hand over my mouth because I had started to throw up. Windows were locked, so I couldn't stick my head out. I started frantically tapping on the window and gesturing for her to let me out. I physically could not hold any more vomit in my mouth, and eventually it all went down my shirt. I tried my best to make sure none of it would get on the seat or around it, and didn't for the most part. Only after I was covered in it, she pulled over and handed me a tissue to wipe a little bit, got on the seat. I was profusely apologizing, and after I reached home, I went inside to get cleaner and disinfectant and spent about 15 to 20 minutes wiping down the interior of her car while apologizing the entire time. The car was clean and it didn't smell, which she also agreed on that and said it was fine to not worry about it. I tipped her the rest of what I had in my bank account and went inside to change. When I woke up the next morning, I got a $150 fee with no photos that there was any mess left in the car. I sent an email to Lyft explaining I asked to be let out, but no luck on lowering the fee. I feel awful because I know it was a horrible situation for her to be in, but I just can't spend that much on a fee after tipping her the last of my money. I'm not looking for a full refund, just a little grace. I would say that she probably should have told you to not worry about it, that it does have to be like that this does cause for a fee. Seems like she milked you for more of your money. Also, I'm gonna say she seems like a bitch, but I don't know if she was actually driving as aggressively as you say she is. Mainly because a lot of these stories, the person tries to make themselves look more like the good guy. But let's see here. What do these people say? Seems like your driver wanted you to puke so they could pick up some extra cash. I mean, maybe. Possibly. So, I don't know. I have this philosophy that I think most people in Am I the Asshole are the asshole. Every person involved in the story, because we're all assholes. Am I the asshole for refusing to reconcile with my wife's friend after being accused of cheating? I mean, right off the bat, probably not. Like that. What a way to start. Okay. My wife and I have been together 7 years. There's never been any infidelity on either end. When we moved into our current apartment last year, my wife befriended a couple up the hall, Anna and Sarah. Anna has the view of all men are horrible monsters. She's entitled to her opinion, and I get where she's coming from to some extent. She's one of those. She's one of those, I don't know, my husband just pissed me off the other day. Dump his ass! Fucking bitch. Fucking bitch boy, dump his ass. Which is like most of Reddit's relationship advice. Maybe we could look at that later. Over Memorial Day weekend, my wife left town to visit some family. On Friday night, I went to the corner store and got myself a 6-pack of beer, hopped on Discord with a buddy, and painted some Warhammer 40k figures. Before I started painting, I took my ring off to avoid getting any primer or paint, etc. on it. Yeah, me and my wife, we have a joke about this. Like, if I'm patting out like hamburger patties, I take my ring off. That way, I don't get the gross meat shit, in between my fingers and the ring. And we always make the joke, I always take it off and hand it to her, and I'm like, all right, time to go clap some bitches. She likes that one. She thinks it's really funny. I forgot to put my ring back on before bed. The next morning, I went out to get some coffee and ran into Anna and Sarah on the way back in, chatted for maybe 2 minutes. 10 minutes later, my wife calls me and asks why I'm not wearing my wedding ring. I tell her that I must have forgotten to put it back on after painting. I also asked her how she knew I wasn't wearing it. Apparently, Anna took a picture of me while we were speaking and sent it to my wife with a message that basically said, the first time you go out of town and his ring off, he's probably cheating. Like, nope, fuck these bitches. Fuck these bitches. Let's see here. Hold on. My wife immediately believes me, just to ensure there are no doubts. Send her my location. Okay. My wife returned Monday the fall, and after we spoke on the phone, she messaged Anna saying that she appreciates being looked after, but that I wasn't up to anything nefarious and hadn't even provided proof. Anna replied that I likely had this all planned out and had my proof at the ready and only had to use it because I got caught. I asked my wife what would Anna like to see to prove that I basically spent my Friday night doing the opposite of cheating. I feel a bit attacked and offered for Anna to come over and read the Discord chat history between my buddy and I, which is full of back and forth links and 40k pictures from 7 p.m. until midnight when I logged off. My wife says I'm turning this into nothing, and insisting I'm innocent is only going to make Anna dig in her heels. Next weekend, they're having a picnic, and Sarah invited us. I tell my wife she should go with that. No, you guys shouldn't go, period. You guys both need to fuck off from these bitches. If they're gonna try to like tear your relationship apart when you didn't do anything, you paint Warhammer 40k figures. You ain't out there fucking bitches behind your wife's back. So like, no, yeah, fuck this bitch. Fuck both these bitches. Y'all don't need to be friends with people like that. Tell them to blow your fucking dick. Like they think you're doing with other bitches. Bitches be tripping. I got a message. Okay. Oh yeah, did y'all see where the fucking where Elon Musk sent out a tweet saying that that Trump is on the Epstein list. He's like, yeah, Trump is on the Epstein list. That's why it's not released. Like, which he downloaded all that information. I imagine he has that on there too. He should just fucking release it. But I have a hunch that his name's also on that list, so that's why. Anyway, let's get back to useless bullshit. Am I the asshole for filing a police report against my aunt's boyfriend? Long story short, my aunt's boyfriend dumped our family dog at the city park and claimed he took her to a shelter, despite knowing she had no other places to go. No, you're not an asshole. Anyway. Let's see. Am I the asshole for taking back my offer for my brother to stay with me next week? I live in New York City, and my brother Luca is a college junior. He got an unpaid internship over the summer here. 1 or 2 months ago, he was considering staying with my parents in DC and commuting up for 3 days a week since he didn't have housing. I thought that was insane because I believe he would benefit from a change of scene. He spent every summer in DC. Go away, Mr. Speck. I don't know if y'all can see that. But, okay, yeah. I'm in a 2-bedroom apartment with my partner, so don't have space, but my Uncle George said he had space. He has a big place, and one of his kids has moved out, and he loves Luca. So I called George and told him to confirm. He did, so Luca is now staying with him. Fast forward to last week, George asked if Luca can stay with me for a few days next week. I say sure and don't mind it. Then mention that to my mother today. My brother is angrily texting me, "Why did you tell Mom before me?" And my dad is blaming me, saying that my hands are all over this and that I made arrangements for Luca without telling him. Apparently my brother is planning a short trip to Minneapolis to see his new girlfriend, and this makes that a little more difficult, but not impossible. Anyways, my thought process is this. 1, my uncle gave Luca a place to stay for the summer, so he's responsible for telling my brother if that changes. Not me. Could have told Luca, but it's reasonable to assume my uncle did. 2, my brother had no reason to be upset with me, and my dad had no reason to blame me. On top of that, I have a busy week next week before traveling for a month. I'm sure there will be more drama and difficulty, so I don't really want my brother to stay anymore. Your family sounds like a bunch of whiny dipshit assholes. Like they immediately just jump on you, like, ah! Fuck that. Am I the asshole for telling the truth to my mom? What's the truth? You can be the asshole and be in the right. That's something a lot of people don't seem to understand on here too. Recently I, 19, lady, got into an argument with my mom. She scolded me for not appreciating the things such as clothing, self-care tools, food, etc. that she got for me. The truth is, it's not that I don't appreciate her for doing so, it's simply because they're not really of my taste, or I never asked for them. I never outwardly complained about them because I didn't want her to be upset, but me not using those items often or expressing that I didn't really want to eat the stuff she bought still made her mad. I tried calmly explaining to her that I made that I have my own likes and dislikes, and that I'd tell her if I really want or am in need of something, but she continued throwing a fit and called me an ungrateful child. Even saying stuff like, maybe I should die so you'll know how to be grateful for your mother. Get the fuck out of there. Your mom's a fucking psycho. If she's saying shit like that, go the fuck away. Let's see here. Let's see here. I don't know. You want to try something else? Let's see here. What are these? A lot of these are in. Am I the butt face? The cool, relaxed bastard nephew. Okay. Would I be the butt face for telling someone that if they drop their caseless phone, they're screwed? No. This shit's too minor. Is that the bicycle dude from fucking, One Punch Man? Anyway. Guess we can go to something else, though, besides, am I the asshole? What other fun... So, is that, one still there that, that happened? Yeah. Let's look at some of these. Let's see here. In Manitoba, Canada, a native man lifted a Chrysler New Yorker's front end off the ground by the bumper to help save a little child trapped under the car, and was arrested for theft because he didn't pay for his food before leaving the restaurant to help. He got probation for saving a precious life. He had to wait until the next day to be taken to the hospital for multiple stitches on his hands. First offense ever. He eats for free at the same restaurant. The owner didn't know why he ran out so fast and called the police. The owner also didn't know that it was his grandchild that was under the car. Yeah, no. That... People believe this shit. That was too long. Okay, yeah. When it comes to drugs, I think the most badass thing to do to... Wait. I think the most badass thing is to do them to prove that you have ultimate control over your faculties. I once took 3 tabs of acid, 4 shots of vodka, about 25 puffs of grass, and then proceeded to have a 20-minute conversation with my friend's police officer dad, who didn't suspect a damn thing. Yeah, I'm sure that's what happened. Your friend's cop dad was sitting there like, this kid is fucking blitzed. What a fucking dumbass. I love this kind of shit. We had a kid that I went to high school with. I won't name his name. If you went to high school with me and you're watching this, you know who it is. He would, like... He always had a story. And I used to be a compulsive liar. Until one day, one girl that we went to school with called me the fuck out for it, and then I never did it again. Because that's what you should do when people are like this. Is embarrass them. If I ever see her again, I'm gonna thank her for it. But this dude would come into school every day and just tell us about how he got jumped in a back alley in our small little shitty southern town. Like, he was, I forget, yeah, I remember one in particular. He was walking down an alley and these 4 dudes jumped him with baseball bats, and it said he hit him in the face he got hit in the face with a baseball bat, and he was so pissed off that he couldn't even feel it, and that he snatched the bat from him and fucking, like, fucked them all up so bad that they went to the hospital. And he would just say shit like that the whole time, and he said his dad was scared of him, and that his family called him the human Warcraft. And that was the funniest shit ever. I wonder what he's doing now, actually. Okay. A realtor refused to sell me a house without my husband seeing it first. I bought the house next door and sent him an email telling him he could do with attending a sales seminar as he has poor business acumen, and sent him a link to a female sales presenter. Yeah, this probably didn't happen. There are assholes that are like that, though. Very interesting short story. Neighbor said I should give her my Wi-Fi password. I live in a small apartment complex and recently changed my Wi-Fi name to something random after becoming suspicious that someone was leeching off of it. The next day, a neighbor I've never really spoken to knocked on my door and said, "Hey, did you change your Wi-Fi? We were using it for the kids' tablets. Can I get the new password?" I responded, "Wait, you were using my Wi-Fi?" She replied, "Well, yeah, we saw it was unlocked and figured you were just being neighborly. Times are hard, you know." I told her I paid for it myself and never gave her permission. She actually got annoyed and said, "Wow, I hope your internet crashes then." Somehow I'm the bag after securing a service I pay for. People are wild. So you're saying that this isn't you? The copy and paste is strong with... Oh, okay, so it was already fucking... Okay. That's funny. Apparently my friend got stabbed in the back. What's going on? I got stabbed in the back. Prove it. Huh, like really? Yes, really. Not gonna? Like that crazy, I don't need to lie to you, plus I'm at work, and you could have said, "Can I see it?" How you back at work after being stabbed less than a week ago? Cause you be saying shit that doesn't make sense. Bro, cause I have to be or be fired. You think this white man care that I'm in pain? What the fuck? He'll just call someone else. That's what a medical leave of absence is for. But I'm the only one working. It's not like working for someone. You just said he would have called someone else. You do work for someone. You just said so. Yes, and I would lose out on money. Yeah, your friend's stupid. What's there? It almost doesn't matter, does it? It's just Bants. After the Ipswich loss, I was on train back and next to somewhat... What the fuck does this fucking... Okay, no. I once received a set of 4 stainless steel butt plugs, presumably also as part of some of this kind of scheme. Okay. I was accidentally peed on while hooking up with a guy. Can penis beholders offer insight? A guy and I were hanging out late one night. One thing led to another. I got on his lap. We started making out and I started grinding on him. After a minute, he pushed me off and I noticed a warm, wet spot on my sweatpants. That's when he said, "You made me pee-pee myself." Yes, that's what he said. I was really confused. He ended up taking me home and we didn't see each other again. Has something like this happened to anyone else? Do you think he actually peed or maybe finished in his pants? I also have so many questions. Thank you for your answers. Edit. We were both 18. No, to my knowledge, he wasn't drunk. No, I am not lying about the pee-pee part. I was confused and assumed he came in his pants. I was trying to keep hanging out, but he said he wanted to go home to shower. So then I started questioning maybe he really did pee himself. Edit 2. For the record, I do not look down on this guy and I don't make this post with the intentions of demeaning him. I don't fucking know. What the fuck is going on this subreddit now? I'm at my friend's little shindig on this beautiful Friday night, and there's this girl who's been flirting with me all night and has been super touchy-feely with me, and so there was a moment I went to one of the rooms in the back to get away from everyone, and she found me and attempted to take my belt off and kiss me, but I told her I had to get condoms first. But I was not planning on having sex with her. I was trying to escape, LOL. She was like, "We don't need condoms," and I was like, "I'm not doing this without condoms." And she said, "Okay," and so I got up and walked outside and ordered an Uber home, literally waiting on my Uber as we speak. I'm demisexual. That means if there's no connection, there's no erection. And honestly, it's not just a demisexual thing. I also just wasn't attracted to her at all. She was just a mess and looked a mess. And yeah, it was annoying and overwhelming. I'm going to make chicken nuggets and watch some horror movies on Netflix when I get home. Wow, that's almost sexual harassment on her part. I don't understand why everything has to be about sex. Doesn't anyone believe in romance and connection anymore? I'm sorry you're having this kind of luck, my dude, but your lady will come. Oh yeah, exactly. I'm a grown man, though, so I'm not a baby about it. Like, it is what it is. But if we're speaking in technicalities, yes, you are correct. Still, what's wrong? What's wrong for her to do that? But I'm glad you got away fast. I hope everyone is enjoying their Friday night. I'm just cuddled up in bed watching A Quiet Place after getting sexually harassed at my buddy's house an hour ago, since some girl couldn't keep her hands off me and even grab my crotch, so I had to escape and leave the party because of how annoying she was. I get it. I'm irresistible. My Saturday is already off to a rocky start because I made pancakes for my nephews, and when I walked over to the table to bring my nephews their plates, I tripped over my puppy, who's always biting my ankle because he's teething, and I spilled everything. I was about to have a mental breakdown, but then my oldest nephew was like, "It's okay, it wasn't your fault, we love you." Okay, is this all from the same guy? Okay, yeah. This is blank mother. I told him to get me a scratch-off lottery ticket, and he forgot his phone here, so I wanted to say hi to everyone. Okay. These people are weird. Is there any related ones? No. What was that one? Oh, wait. No. I'm very badass. This one's really great. Let's see here. Serial killers beware. Because it's like showing your hand in a game of poker. If a serial killer breaks into my house in the middle of the night, they will have no idea who I am, and perhaps more importantly, what the fuck I'm capable of. I will simply smirk and mutter the words, "Welcome to Jack's House of Horrors, shithead." I'm sure you would. Oh, I fucking love these fucking things. I was once willing to give my life for what this country stood for. Today I'd give my life to protect my family from what this country has become. So you were a sheep. You were a, or I'm sorry, you were a, was sheep the word? I guess it fits. But you were a bootlicker until you weren't, is what you're saying. But you had to say it in that way because you think you're fucking John Wick. Gotcha. America, love it or leave it. Yeah, like, this shit's all over the South. Like, there's a lot of dudes here that think they're badass. You're truly an astonishing intellect when it comes to bushcraft and survival. We all bask in the glory of your genius. Yeah, you are. I've never used any sort of dope. You can put all the booze I've ever drunk in one beer stein. I've never used tobacco, haven't drunk more than a quart of coffee in my life. That stuff is for the weak-minded. Oh yeah, one of those like, I'm better than you because I don't do drugs people. Those are the most cringe people of all. If anybody should be discriminated against, it's the I don't smoke dope. You hippie trash junkie. I'm a grumpy old man. I'm too old to fight, too slow to run. I'll just shoot you and be done with it. Okay. You got like a Harley Davidson shirt looking sticker. Motherfucker, do I know you? No, but I know you, and I'll knock your ass into next Tuesday. Don't play with me, ho. We'll see how funny you is when you get beat on your ass. How about that? You said they're 5? Okay. People think I'm quiet, but that's because I don't waste my energy on meaningless conversations. I observe everything, and when I do speak or act, it's calculated and purposeful. I don't seek approval or validation. Okay. Is that why you're posting this? Is so people know that you don't look for validation? Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. And you got a fucking crusader. Okay. it wasn't for ass clowns like him, my street fighting record wouldn't be nearly as good as it is. Okay. Is that a... I can't tell if that's an ad. I'm not gonna click on that. It's here. Fuck therapy. Sometimes I just want someone to swing at me so I can release all this anger. If I did, I would go to prison for overkill. Same, I feel like once I let the anger out, I don't think I'd be able to stop. Exactly, I work in the public, right, and I got so pissed holding on my anger, I punched my truck so hard as I could screaming when I got off. I notice a lot of people don't know how to fucking type correctly. You never, ever lay your hands on a child. Do that to my child and I promise you that you'll be eating your food from a straw in a hospital bed for the next 6 months. You open up on a child and I'll open up on you and I'll shut down your body. You'll have to stick a toothbrush up your backside to brush your teeth. So you're saying it's okay to lay a hand on your child? That's funny. That's really how these people need to be treated. Like, anybody that's bad, that thinks they're badass, you just gotta, you know. Bad motherfucker. I can't say much, that's what my wallet says. Like, which I don't know. I got it from Pulp Fiction. Maybe this guy just likes Pulp Fiction. Oh, look at the pretty pink cross on the truck. Bitch mode. Okay. This is this truck belongs to what we call a mud cricket. If you don't know what a mud cricket is, it's those fake redneck girls that are all prim and proper, but they're hardcore rednecks because they have a camo hat. So they're a country girl because they're a Christian and they live in the South, but they go to Starbucks every day and go to TJ Maxx shopping every day about how all, you know, have all this cutesy stuff and don't actually do anything like redneck. They drink White Claw too. Coworker's backpack. He removed the No Lives Matter patch. Maybe he doesn't believe in that anymore. Footwear on Kill Shot 2 sneaker. A fan favorite since '79. It's a debut court shoe for racquetball and squash. This high point sneaker. Okay. Alright, hold on. Let me put in my headphone for this one. My earbud. I want to hear it.
Dish Rider didn't ask to pass someone with a patch, and here's what happened.
Tell you something. When you see somebody with an outlaw, you ask to pass them. You don't just zoom around them, alright? That shit'll get you fucked up.
Are you that insecure about it? Look, I'm fine with bikers and all, but this shit is gay. There's a whole South Park episode about those kind of guys. There was one thing I think I saw up here. Alright, yeah, the top 30 I'm very badass of all time. Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay, yeah. Oop. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. I go to Starbucks solely to see the embarrassment in the eyes of a grown man who orders a low-fat iced latte frap frou-frou blah blah when he looks up and sees me taking a sip of my straight black coffee with no cream or sugar. Yeah, I'm sure he's fucking terrified of you because you prefer different coffee than him. You really got nothing going on, do you? Taliban think they're hot shit with their military grade weapons they seize but can't hit the broadside of a barn with. How do you know? There's probably some dudes in the Taliban that are good shots. Meanwhile, over here in America, we rednecks build $5,000 rifles just to shoot coyotes and can snipe a pop can. sized prairie dog at $1,000, but nobody wants to have the talk about who could really be dangerous if need be. This dude thinks he's like a Far Cry character. Like, look at his fucking face paint. He's got like all these little decals on there. Like, it's exactly what he looks like. He's LARPing. You're like, hey, you're like, we could be terrorists too. It's like, yeah, anybody can be a terrorist, dipshit. Up. Put the thing back in. Nope, stop. Alright, hold on. Let me put it back in. No. Wrong one. Okay. When you go heavy on the tip and they go light on the alcohol. Okay. Alright, I guess. Maybe you can't afford it. Why do adult males who can't run a mile act like they're ready for Civil War? Don't need to run a mile, just need to hit a target a mile away. Okay. This dude would be killed, like, immediately in a Civil War. I would just like all you liberals to know that if Biden does get elected into office and he defunds the police, nothing will be stopping me from shooting your guys' heads off 2 miles away with my silenced rifle. Trump 2020, baby. Well, Trump lost in 2020. Did you kill anybody? You also look like you're 15. So, I don't know. I think that's not your rifle. I think that's your daddy's. No, it's not what I said. I'll just keep my headphone in for this part. We'll see. Okay.
Yeah, we should end the game. Brimstone started speaking. Bro. It's a fucking female, what do you expect? Brimstone? That's your Asian, I don't want to hear you speak.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You're shitting your Cheerios this morning.
Brim, are you actually throwing because I said that shit? Hey, you stupid good-for-nothing fucking whore, you there? Yo, Stacy, you there? You're a fucking bitch, hope you get raped, Iro. No, I want Brimstone raped in an alley. You think my account will get terminated if I start saying shit that I want to rape a 13-year-old girl?
No, I don't think you should be saying that. I mean, saying that, bro.
I am top 100 player in the region, I don't care. Your lips are huge, and you know which ones I'm talking about. Brimstone. I can't tell her she got raped as a child. Groomed and raped as a kid.
I bet this guy gets so much pussy. I bet that's why he talks like this. He just gets laid all the time, and he's like, "Oh, these bitches need to just, you know, stop bothering me," you know? Let's see here. Anyway. I better not get taken down because of what some incel playing fucking Overwatch said. If that's Overwatch. If somebody's like, it's Apex Legends, it's the same thing. Okay. Warning, stay the fuck away. I'm not wearing a mask. Okay. I mean, that's... You're practicing social distancing at that point. There, please tell me why this is necessary in Marion, Iowa. At a Subway, fucking... He's got 4 fucking pistols and 4 extra fucking mags, too. You better not mess with this guy at Subway. You better put the exact amount of fucking mayonnaise he wants. Antifa knows this. During tomorrow's protest here in Sandusky, if you end up on my block, I will stab you in the face with a screwdriver. Yes, a fucking screwdriver. Why? Because my girlfriend said I could. Game on, bitches. Sad day. No longer an ambassador at TeamBB.com athlete. Had to remove all my banners, but I will survive and continue to thrive. And that is 100. My girlfriend said I could stab you. I mean, yeah, they're fucking sociopaths. It's almost as if, people should, check them. Yeah, this is the most excitement they've seen in a while. They're so happy that they're about to, like, hurt citizens. Yeah, fuck these people. I have such a strong opinion that I can't say on YouTube, so I'll just leave that be. Some asshole in Walmart asked me why I was going down the wrong side of the aisle and why I wasn't wearing a mask. I said, because this is America, you spineless fuck, and don't let your fear interfere with my freedom. His face. He's probably had that face because he's like, oh fucking K. You look like a tough guy too. You got the fucking dad goatee that hits on his daughter's middle school friends. You're a tough dude. Notice, during this time of the corona apocalypse, if you so much as knock on my door, I will take it as a threat and will not hesitate to shoot you in the face. I'm probably drunk, definitely with 2 F's pissed off, and surely bored. Try me. I just ding-dong ditch. Hey friends, remember when I Boomered a climate change denier who emailed me? Well, he replied, and I am absolutely screaming. I'm 50, snowflake. I own 5 companies in Texas and make a shitload of money. I pay taxes, work out, bang my wife and animal. What? Bang your wife and animal? Okay. Have healthy relationships and basically live like a rock star without having to get on stage. I also have the intelligence to look at both sides of an argument and figure out the real facts. Meanwhile, you are an average income, basically broke reporter, fake news who blames people like me for your problems and shortcomings. Bottom line is that your parents spoiled your ass and you think you know it all. If you were my son, I'd slap the shit out of you. So, as you can see, the young people nowadays are just snowflakes that wear their emotions on their shoulder. These old people, though, the people in their 50s, they're tough. You know, if you insult them, doesn't even faze them. I got a little steam to let off. I went to Walmart yesterday, electronics section. 4 workers were very busy tending to customers. A line was formed. Of course, I stepped in line waiting for my turn. To see me, you'd identify me quick. As a Marine veteran, I don't hide that fact. Finally, get to the cash register for my turn. This civilian stepped right in front of me, taking my turn. Blood rushed to my head, trying not to do anything stupid. I said very loudly that I'm just standing the fuck here for my fucking health, and who the fuck are you, asshole? My wife hustled me away before I took the next step. Never got what I wanted from electronics. I made a promise to myself. Next time. It will happen again, I know. I promised. Next time. I'll be going to jail. I will not put up with this kind of bullshit from any civilian. And then this guy, you're a vet, means you used to be in the military. You aren't now. You are a civilian. Get over it, yeah. It's fine if you are a veteran. But these people that get entitled and they think like, I'm a veteran so you have to suck my dick. You can suck my dick. think the missus is home. I think she's going jogging though, like the hot little number she is. What's up, baby?
Hi, baby. Excuse me, children.
I'm reading I'm Very Badass things.
Oh, those are so fucking crazy. Wait, are you talking about the things that we were reading the other day?
Yeah, so like this one's a birthday wish escalates. So a guy gave somebody a happy birthday. Says, "Who are you and why are you posting on whoever's wall?" The guy writes back, question mark. "This is her man and I'm not going to ask again. Why are you posting on her wall?" I wrote happy birthday. I send birthday wishes to everyone on my list. You should try it. Never know who needs a boost. They might be stuck with some miserable possessive asshole. Fuck you, fag. She doesn't need your faggot wishes. Unfriend her immediately or there'll be consequences. You're a pathetic bitch boy. I could take you easily. And the guy says, yeah, balls deep.
Damn. Let's go there. I love it.
Packing heat at Goodwill.
What'd you do with the steaks? Where are they marinating at?
They're in a glass pan with foil on them in the fridge. I'm having steak tonight, bitches.
Oh, I see it now. I didn't even see it.
There. I'm at the thrift store shopping with my daughter, and this white guy just walked in with a revolver half the size of his leg. I asked him, why is it necessary to carry such a large revolver in public? His response, just in case anyone fucks with me, I won't miss. Okay. I want to see people that do this lose in a gunfight to people that have just a little, like, prostitute pistol.
Oh, shit.
What a hard ass. He's like, it's a guy, he's wearing a Marine hat, and he's holding up the Quran.
Oh, your car looks like you need me.
What? What? Oh, you're talking on the phone.
Yeah, one of my coworkers called me, so I was returning his call.
Here, I have it on the big screen. I'm looking.
Sorry, I was picking up laundry.
Look at that. What
I
a,
guarantee you he's never seen a day of, like... He's not in the military.
no, he could be in the military. There are ex-military dudes that are like this.
Yeah, but look at him. He looks like a fucking pussy.
A lot of dudes in the military are fucking pussies.
Point. But I don't know.
Alright, what we got?
He looks like if he was in the military, he cried when the drill instructor yelled at him.
Who's John McAfee?
I
That-
don't fucking know.
That name sounds familiar.
I don't know.
There's a guy in a hospital bed. Looks pretty fucked up. It says, and for those of you who did this, you will soon understand the true meaning of wrath. I know exactly who you are. You, had better been gone. I apologize for my 3-day absence. I was unconscious for 2 days at the Vidant Medical Center in North Carolina, and I just woke up. My enemies maged to spike something that I ingested. However, I am more difficult to kill than anyone can possibly imagine. I am back. Who's John McAfee? That sounds familiar. I'll look that up.
There's a British computer programmer.
Okay. What did happen to him? He does look fucked up there. I don't know. I guess I need more context.
There's honestly, you can't trust shit like this too either, because it could be just some random ass picture.
No, that's him. But, okay.
Yeah.
This dude at Target, he's got a gun on his left hip, one on his right hip, and one down his ass crack. And then, what's that shirt say? Hold
Ooh.
on.
That's right. That right there's how you get a woman.
I can't read that.
I can't either.
It's too blurry. You can tell he's hunched over though, like he's ready to fuck. Like this dude thinks he's Clint Eastwood, 100%. He's standing there staring at the cashier that's like checking out his fucking like Cheerios, not the Honey Nut Cheerios because he has high cholesterol, but he's staring deep into her soul while you just hear like We don't dial 911. You've been warned. Yeah, that's a very threatening thermometer. Just a fucking pistol. One day, I'm just gonna say fuck it all and let my demons out to play. What? Oh yeah, the anime guy here wearing his Naruto hoodie.
Oh, it's behind on the TV. I was really confused.
Me to all Trump lovers, anytime, any place. Boxer wears America First wall shorts against Mexican fighter. Gets soundly beaten. Well, you know.
I mean,
My friend and his wife are going through a mutual divorce. Her new boyfriend is wasting no time asserting dominance. If you have a minute, could we discuss the mortgage and how to deal with it? Hey, this is Mike. If you want to talk about anything, you talk to me. You got it? I would, but Sarah and I are the ones on the mortgage, and she has the information. I need to get this squared away. You don't listen well, do you? I said if you're gonna harass my girl, it's gonna end well for you. Never mind, I'll just have my lawyer take care of it. Fucking lol! You would have your lawyer step in, wouldn't you, bitch? You can't handle me, so you run to the police like a pussy and have lawyers try to jam me up. You think I'm scared of that bullshit? Bring it and see what I do. Put me in a jail over words and I'm gonna take you to the pavement quick. I meant I'd have my attorney contact Sarah or her attorney in regards to the mortgage. Alright. Your account is 1 year old. My account is 18 days old. Don't assume I'm concerned with losing this account, but you, on the other hand, 1 year is a long time.
is that Reddit?
Yeah. Are you implying that my account will get banned for some reason? Nearing 39k karma, not to mention the Reddit gold. As you may have noticed, I have no post history, so you might want to be careful who you piss off this time. What?
It's a Reddit warrior.
Yeah. He hid and cried. Glad you're unharmed, but Brennan, please don't ever become a law enforcement officer or join the military. He's 14 and someone shot at him. That's a common reaction for a kid. Yeah. Oh shit. Our Lord and Savior himself. Crazy Joe Biden is acting like a tough guy. Actually, he is weak, both mentally and physically. And yet he threatens me for the second time with physical assault. He doesn't know me, but he would go down fast and hard, crying all the way. Don't threaten people, Joe. And as we know, Donald Trump fucked his ass up. Hard. I want like a high school, like 2006 recorded on a flip phone video of Trump and Biden fighting in the boys' bathroom.
Oh my god.
Some dude just called me pussy for putting on sunscreen. Imagine thinking you're tougher than the sun. The fucking sun. Coworker is pissed I posted his text to Reddit. You fucking bitch posted my shit on Reddit for all those pussy faggot mouth breathers to talk shit to me. LMAO, I'd love to see those pussies talk shit to my face, fight me, or even compare IQ tests. I guarantee they wouldn't be laughing then. And just wait until I get to work tomorrow and report this shit to Hannah. I can easily take your bitch ass to court. You know how easy it is to find material for the bar exam? I know my rights and know your legal weaknesses, so watch out, you fucking beaner. I'm gonna report this to HR. I'm also gonna be racist.
Jesus.
Closing remarks. Oh, this is from there used to be a subreddit called The Donald, and it was Trump's, like, subreddit. And, which it's banned now. It finally got taken off, but one of the mods there said, closing remarks, this mod cannot be threatened. I can still carry, and I'd love to show any one of you my skills.
Okay.
Anyway, I think that's enough. I'm very badass.
Come on, there's some of my favorites.
I think you'll like this one too, though. It's called I Have Sex.
Oh, okay. Well, as a woman, I can definitely tell you who's been near a vagina and who hasn't.
You know, I have to ask if females shave. I love to shaved kitty and can't stand hair downstairs. Yeah, I'm sure that I'm sure that you're hot enough to where they would do that for you.
Shave your
I don't
pussy.
know.
Shave your own.
Remember when I was young, I would go there, mac on the ladies. I got a lot of ladies there in the 90s pregnant. Yeah, I was a real stud back then. Okay. I'm tired of having so much sex with different girls. I want to go back and being a virgin and enjoy sex like I used to back in the days when I was 21.
What?
I'm getting so much pussy. I can't handle it. I wish I was a virgin.
That sounds gross.
Chris Hughes shares a new photo with JoJo Siwa. Isn't this a little girl? Well, I guess she's not a little girl anymore. Anyway, this girl that was a little girl, there you go. There's them naked. Just, you know,
Isn't she a lesbian?
I guess not.
Well, she can be bisexual. That's cool. But also, yeah, still a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is. I don't want to see anybody like this, though. Favorite place to eat near Mary Jo's house? Pussy. Oh, place. I thought you said thing.
Ew.
Yet I get more pussy than I know what to do with. In fact, I'd argue I've been that guy these basement dwellers are so obsessed with being, but hit the brick wall, which is talking to a woman and not being weird. I think you called him Kevin in your post. Yeah, I was Kevin. All province lacrosse, went to the States for university on an athletic scholarship. Pretty much a normal jock lifestyle who gets pussy regularly. I could smell the envy from the jealous crowd. It can be misconstrued as body odor, but it was surely envy. There was this smelly guy named Glenn in high school. Used to eat his own boogers and make squawking noises when you called his name. Even Glenn had a girlfriend in high school. Glenn's greasy facial hair and look to sheer hatred on his pasty, sunlight-deprived face is the image I picture when I see the disdain for women posts. Just classic Glens, the lot of them. I'm vexed by my great memory. Back to the new generation of Glens. They probably don't have any social media because they have no friends. They either live alone and nobody else has ever stepped foot in their apartments, or they live in the basement apartment of their parents' or roommate's house. It's always the same red flags. About every third post is the same thing. Maybe these guys should become friends and they could at least lie to a girl that they have friends. It would be a start. Okay.
That's gross.
I get more pussy than I know what to do with. Somehow I doubt that. Is that an anime profile picture? What is that? I can't tell what that is.
I don't know. Kind of looks like a drawing of a knight, maybe.
That's not safe for work, so I'm gonna skip that one.
Ooh, what is it?
I don't know, it just says not safe
No,
for work.
lame.
I don't want to show a tit on YouTube. I didn't mark it as educational. This is entertainment. Let's see. Being a big fan of boobs since about 14 and having seen and personally inspected over 500 pairs in my lifetime gives me infinite knowledge. This guy's like he does mammograms or something. Maybe this guy's a mammogram doctor, who knows? Since about 14, I've been a fan of boobs since I knew what boobs are. My dick needs some rest today. Oh, okay. How's that? Yes, bang her good. I have several times today. Good job, young man. Who are you texting? What is this?
What's this iPhone?
Who are you texting?
That's gross. I have questions.
Like, this could be your grandma for all I know that you're texting. These comments are hilarious. I only have what I have. learned how to go down. I may only be packing 7, but my beard always gets moisturizer. So why doesn't it shrink when I'm balls deep in the misses? I'm warmer than 60 degrees Fahrenheit in there. Okay. Let's go to the top post of these of all time. I want to see the top, not of today, all time. When your girlfriend finishes 3 times and the last time finishes with you when you only finished 1 time, you know you good. That poor girl had to fake an orgasm 3 times before he finally stopped. Let's see. I got head from my girlfriend and my ex-girlfriend last night at the same time. Someone said using both hands is impressive. My boss yelled at me this morning because I was late again. Come on, bro, it's not my fault my wife wants me to fuck her every morning before leaving for work. I said, we get it, you have a job. I'm not gay, but does he have a boner in the first pic? I repeat, I am not gay. Take a look at the gay guy over here asking about boners. Right? It's just like he wants to brag about how gay he is and about how he looks at boners all day. I am not gay. I have sex with lits of women. You sound pretty gay to me, dude. It's just a pregnant lady and says, I hate when people show off. Hey, is this Hannah? No, sorry, wrong number. I was in Kent, Ohio at the Bar 157 Lounge. Are you sure this isn't Hannah? Yeah, I'm a dude, and I'm pretty sure my name isn't Hannah. She gave you a fake number, sorry. Fuck you. I got to hook up with 2 hot sorority girls last night. They were both super hot. You were probably at home jacking off because you're a loser. You wish you were like me, don't you? I get any girl I want. They beg for me. Fucking loser. Except Hannah, apparently. Just had sex, and the cat's in the picture. Next one, not with the cat. Why did you screenshot it? LMAO, sorry if we were loud. I feel bad. I'm not even home. Oh, never mind then. Oh. No.
What a loser.
I have a lot of sex. Is this bed frame going to make noises constantly? Answer: no, not in your case. However, if at any time you decide to include another person besides yourself, you may have to readdress this issue. Tana Mongo? Mongu? I don't know. Update. Brad and I just banged. Okay. Okay, I'm reading them backwards. I need dick right now. I'm horny. Update. Brad and I just banged. Good for you. When your mind is like, fuck it. I mean, I do 150 mile an hour on the freeway in my i8 whilst receiving oral pleasure, so I'm not too impressed. I'm pretty impressed you can suck your own dick going 150 miles an hour. Okay, yeah. It'll be to you at latest 8:30 tonight. Okay. Bro, I'm kind of busy. Fuck off. What? I already told you. I'm not even talking to you or calling you. I'm at work. I'm getting a BJ. Go away. That shit's funny. Not how girls work. Let's see here. Lesbians aren't real, LOL. Stop spreading misinformation. All women like men. It's just nature. I'm a lesbian. I'm very real, so not all women like men. I'm so sorry that I'm hurting your pathetic feelings, my love. No, you aren't, sweetheart. All women like men. I've never met a gold star lesbian in my entire life. You will eventually date a man, trust me. How else will you get children, too? Okay. Because I wouldn't sleep with him on the first date. Okay. Gross. If you don't believe me, you know where the door is. I can literally go on Tinder and get a really nice girl right now, or just text someone on Instagram. I'm not going to wait for months while other guys literally fuck you on the first day they saw you, lol. I think I'm good, to be honest. Take care. Thumbs up. You're not all that, to be honest. Bye. Not sure why you're obsessed with imaginary people I'm sleeping with. Yeah, like, she didn't fuck you, so she's a whore. Like, I love those dudes. Like... When women get up in the morning and pick out their outfit, they aren't choosing it for men. Approval of other women and fitting in is usually a big factor, as is personal expression. When men are considered, it is often how to avoid triggering them rather than impressing them. Are you going to provide a source? Otherwise, I doubt that's true. Ha ha ha, what makes you so pure? I hated 8 females in my life. I know a lot abound female nature. This is just the way they are. Let's see, should I believe the random female online, or a actual experience of going out on the world to see literally every single females have dressing for men? Sure they do, thumbs up. Just besides, all my girlfriends ever, and my wife and sister, mother, daughters, etc., walk into real life, sweetheart. These are people that think Elon Musk is cool. Each time a woman stands up for herself without knowing it, possibly without claiming it, she stands up for all women. Okay. Hey, I'm Stephanie Smith. Well, then maybe my pain tolerance down there is just especially high. I just know that men have experienced pain comparable to childbirth from getting hit there. Okay, is it that guy? Okay, he's just... Okay, never mind. This guy's lame. Hold on. Fear that they might not accept you the way you want them to, that you might not be cool enough for them. It's usually not the case. Most people are pretty nice and open-armed in my experience. Yeah, if you're a woman, sure. Not sure what you mean by that, but I'm guessing it's some misogynistic, dumb bullshit. Has nothing to do with misogyny. Everybody loves women. It's called the women are wonderful effect and is a general psychological bias. No one gives a fuck about you as an average male. No one smiles on the street. No warmth by the dude sitting next to you at the cafe. No stranger willing to help you. No societal leniency after getting rejected, hurt, betrayed, etc. People, especially other men, bullying you for no reason on the street and workplace. Women treating you like air. Calling you a creep for basic attempts at having a convo. The list is endless, especially when you're not attractive, short, vulnerable, neurodivergent. So it's usually not the case, is a perspective thing. No stranger gives a shit about me when I walk past them on the street. You can't take that personally. Everybody's in their own little world. Get off the incel forum. Yeah, that's totally incel shit. Let's see here. What other ones we got here? Confidently incorrect. When someone calls you a snowflake, remind them they're quoting Fight Club, a satire written by a gay man critiquing how male fragility leads men to self-destruction. That's not what that book's about at all. Yeah. Let's see. One of the biggest lies ever told is that raw milk is dangerous. The bacteria people are told to fear, like E. coli, salmonella, and listeria, are not inherently harmful. These microbes only become active when there's degenerative tissue to clean up. They help break down and eliminate toxicity from the body. What people call getting sick is often just the body cleansing itself with the help of bacteria, not being attacked by them. What we call infection is actually detoxification. Symptoms like fever, fatigue, or diarrhea are part of the healing process, not something to suppress or fear. Alright, buddy. A walk, a weem away. In the jungle, the viney jungle. Isn't it the mighty jungle? I used to think so, but it's viney. No, it's the mighty jungle.
People incorrectly correcting other people.
Yeah. Nah, chess. I'm gonna go to the top ones. That's the best way to do this. Top of all time. Robinhood is now limiting people to only buy one share of GameStop stock. Ah, the free market at work. This is exactly what life under communism's like. This is quite literally life under capitalism. Yeah, like.
Not quite the same thing.
There's never been another nation that has existed much beyond 250 years. Not a single one. America's 250th year is 2025. The next 4 years are going to be pretty interesting considering everything that's already been said. My local pub is older than your country. Yeah, like, you mean 250 years? Like, this dude never heard of China? Like, China's been around a while. Yeah. Oh, it's Jordan Klepper. Have you read the Constitution? It's pretty short. The Constitution of America. You've read the entire thing? Yes, it's remarkably short. I doubt that, but okay. Do you think it's a book? The most remarkable thing about Biden's statement, it was true. 1 in 1,000 African Americans have been killed because of the coronavirus. Former Vice President Joe Biden. So 0.001% is a horrifying stat. Thank God I'm a math major. Do people not understand how numbers work? That number sounds amazing to me. Only 0.001% have died. 1 of 1 is 100%. 1 of 10 is 10%. 1 of 1,000, or 1 of 100 is 1%. 1 of 1,000 is 0.1%. If you were a math major, you might need to drop out. Oh, Kevin Sorbo, that fuckface. The side saying, if you don't like the Satan shoes, don't buy them, is the same side that boycotts Chick-fil-A for being Christian. Just don't eat there. Yes, this is literally what a boycott is. Please join us next week on Explaining Words to Kevin Sorbo. I cannot believe that Theodore is 8 months old today. Happy birthday, little teddy bear. This isn't how birthdays work. That's from Ivanka Trump, by the way.
What does it say?
Ivanka Trump. I cannot believe that Theodore is 8 months old today. Happy birthday.
Ooh, that explains a lot.
Oh, another one from our Lord and Savior, our new God. No candidate has ever won both Florida and Ohio and lost. I won them both by a lot.
Yeah, you cheated to get him.
Wrong. Richard Nixon won both Florida and Ohio and still lost to JFK. $100,000 a year to take someone's order at Taco Bell totally makes sense. Where the fuck did you get that number? If someone's working enough hours to make that on $15 an hour, they deserve it. $15 an hour, a person working 40-hour week makes $31,200 a year. Yeah. It took me 19 years to figure out news stands for notable events, weather, and sports. Merriam-Webster Dictionary replied, said no. Okay. Bernie Sanders. It would be a nice idea for conservatives to read the Constitution of the United States. Ben Shapiro. Which part of the Constitution allows you to seize and redistribute wealth in the name of your utopian vision? Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution. The Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes, duties, imposts, and exercises to pay the debts and provide for the common defense and general welfare of the United States. So it's in the Constitution. They're like, you know, that's socialism. Let's see. Ma'am, Canada didn't even fight in World War II, so maybe sit this one out. Canada joined fact check. Canada joined World War II war effort September 10th of 1939. The U.S. joined the war and effort in December of 1941. Yeah. Yeah, Canada fought in World War II. They were still under the British Empire. Everybody that was still under the British Empire fought in World War II. So, like, India went and fought the Japanese and shit. So the Australians. not even being provocative, but if you think Greta Thunberg has the maturity to guide global policy making, then you cannot object to Jeffrey Epstein paying 16-year-olds for sex. Children, the planet is dying. Please do something, conservatives. Well, if you're so smart, why can't I have sex with you? Alright. Let's do a couple more. What's this one? We can do I am very smart. I don't want nor need karma, douchebag. I highly doubt you have any sensibility at all. The low quality of this response of yours is obvious because you now admit you like neither short and pithy responses like my first nor longer direct evidence-filled responses my second. He's a tangent for you, or here's a tangent for you. I'm very smart. 65% of Americans over 16 can't read above a 6th grade level. 75% can't read at a 12th. We now know where to group you based on this particularly flaccid repost of yours. If you don't want the answers, don't ask the questions. It's repost, not repost. If you want to insult someone's literacy level, at least spell correctly. Alright, top. Let's do top. Of course, the top one is by God himself. Right. Now that Russian collusion, after 1 year of intense study, has proven to be a total hoax on the American public, the Democrats and lapdogs, the fake news mainstream media, are taking out the old Ronald Reagan playbook and screaming mental stability and intelligence. Actually, throughout my life, the two greatest assets have been mental stability and being, like, really smart. Crooked Hillary Clinton always played these cards very hard, and as everyone knows, went down in flames. I went from very successful businessman to top TV star to President of the United States on my first try. I think that would qualify as not smart, but genius, and a very stable genius at that. Wow, the second top one's from Trump, too. As I've stated strongly before, and just to reiterate, if Turkey does anything that I, in my great and unmatched wisdom, consider to be off limits, I will totally destroy and obliterate the economy of Turkey. I've done it before. They must, with Europe and others, watch over it. There. People of Reddit, what category do you think you're in the top 1% of? My IQ is 136, which is the top 5% in the world. IQ of 136, apparently not enough to understand and answer OP's question. Shared the document with you. Received. Happy New Year. Thanks, but I don't celebrate New Year's. People like me are cognizant of the passing of time on a daily, if not a continuous basis. Hence, I have no need for such a holiday. Shut the fuck up. I hope you get a fucking swirly. I have a STEM PhD and I earn 6 figures, and I use the phrase stochastic terrorism. Do I sound smart or am I smart? You sound unbearable. Yeah. Shut the fuck up, I'm smarter than you. How? Mathematics surrounds me. What the fuck do you mean by that? Is your dick pi inches long? Mom, reads article on very basic particle physics. Did you know quarks come in pairs of 2s and 3s? Also, scientists recently discovered a tetraquark pair. No, I'm blind, deaf, and stupid, Mom. At least she tried, I suppose. And then his mom responded, no, at least I cared enough to read the article. He says, if you care, mesons, baryons, fermions, leptons, gauge bosons, hadrons, strangeness, charmness, etc. You get the point. Ha ha ha. She's like, okay, I'll study harder. I don't usually advocate for parents beating their children, but you should bully your son more. Oh, Neil deGrasse Tyson? Well, he is smart, but, okay. Total solar eclipses occur somewhere on Earth every 2 years or so, so just calm yourself when people tell you they're rare. The last solar eclipse that was seen from North American continent was 38 years ago, so to some they are rare. FYI, the Olympics moves around the world almost as much as the eclipses, and with the same frequency, yet nobody calls them rare. I like you and everything, but sometimes you come across like a pompous ass. Do you want people excited about our solar system or not? Odd that we live in a time where telling people what is true in the face of what is false comes across as being a pompous ass. No, deliberately missing the point, eclipses are rare in any given place on Earth to make a technical correction, Doug. Yeah. I mean, he is smart, but Neil deGrasse Tyson is a pompous ass. I figure we knew that by now. So I posted a meme. Indonesia, this is blurry as shit. So, Indonesia, Outdonesia, right? This is a meme.
Okay.
Indo in Indonesia comes from the Latin word for India, thus your meme is metaphysically not funny, but nice try. Thanks for sharing and welcome back.
Okay.
On Earth, a magician puts his hand in a hat. In the rabbit realm, the hand emerges. It is time. The rabbit council must choose a sacrifice. Actually, that's not what's happening, Magicians use their techniques, such as misdirection and prestidigitation, to pull off these illusions. Yes, I know I'm nerdy, ooh. You're also a fuckface. Imagine being a regular-ass person and thinking you know more than a scientist about what the scientist studies. I actually do, for the most part, considering a lot of theoretical scientists search for evidence to support their theories rather than coming to logical conclusion from the evidence before them. Okay. I only masturbate mentally. My thoughts are so intricate that they can make me come, and I love that. I don't believe in physical masturbation. Alright, he wins. Alright. I think that's a good place to stop. I'll be back later for more streaming. Not today, but, you know. Sorry I've been back. Rebel Fest was fun as shit. Blood Fest was even funner.